Hi everyone, Nathan here from Mighty Lancer Games, and this evening we'll be carrying on with a bit of work on our Fungal Queen. So I've just made a little start. I've mixed up a brown orange here from a bit of twilight purple and some fireball orange. We'll just mix these two together to make this kind of like, I don't know, ruddy orange, like a terracotta colour, and I'm just going to use that to paint in some of the these detail areas, like that's kind of her clothing, if you like, even though she's supposed to be a fungus monster. So we're just going to paint some of those bits in, and then I'm going to get some almost neat purple and paint all these bits in around the end there. So that's what we're going to do. Welcome everybody in chat. I can see Wicked D, Pete the Hydrator, Tony. Hi Tony. Hi Wicked D. Hi Pete. There's a hydrate. There we go. Super. Thank you very much. How are you all today? Hope you're all good. Sorry. Right. I just went all quiet, didn't I? I see Mrs. MLG has put our nice new little emote in there at the top. I do like that little guy. He's cool. Drawn for us by Katrina from Edges Art, is that right? He's pretty funky. Tony says, doing good, nearly finished Pete's base and painting skulls. Is that skulls on that Raging Heroes pumpkin guy? I do like him. We had a little look at the Raging Heroes website, Mrs. MLG and I, and we've decided that we do like a lot of their figures.
Well, you said I'd already painted one of theirs, but I didn't know.
Have you?
That guy were riding the pumpkin.
Oh yes, yeah. Yeah, so they actually he's from the Carnival Circus or whatever the thing's called as well. So Mrs. MLG has painted one of the goblins riding the big pumpkins that I printed out because we had some STL files from them through Patreon, but unfortunately we couldn't sell them. So just a personal little project. I really like the witches. There's 3 witches on brooms, but I couldn't get them to print out right yet. But not to use in any kind of game, just as a little painting project. So I don't know, I might scale them up and see if I can make them a little bit more robust for the next time I ever go printing them out.
Tony says, these skulls are for Pete's base. Looking forward to getting started on the pumpkin monster.
Yeah, he looks awesome. Yeah, do we have details of what you're doing with Pete's base, or is it a surprise?
No, the full step-by-step guide is on the Discord, so that if anybody wants to do the same thing, they can just follow the very detailed step-by-step guide. I do think that you should pay more attention to our Discord, my darling, but I do know that you are equally extremely busy.
Yeah, there's always a million things to do. So, have we told everybody that we won't be streaming midweek next week?
Nope.
We'd maybe best cover that.
Yes, but I you know me, I have no idea or concept of dates or times or what's happening. So I didn't want to get it wrong.
So, there won't be any streams Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week because we're having a little holiday. So, while the store will still be open, business will continue because the team are still going to be at work. Mrs. MLG and Little Miss MLG and I are going on holiday. So we won't be around midweek next week. We're going to have a little break and we'll be back in time for the weekend.
Yes, Pete, business is still performing exactly as always. The shop will be open, the gaming floor will be open, the same. There won't be any late night gaming because Mr. does the late night gaming and he isn't around. I mean, we're around, but we're not around for work. So the gaming floor is still open during the day, as it always is, Monday to Saturday, 10 well 4. But there's no late night gaming and we are not doing any streams. It's only for that week. So you can still hang out, Pete, just not on a night time.
There we go. So cool. But we'll remind you all a little closer the time.
Yeah, we'll remind you all, and also when you come and we're not here, then you'll go, oh yeah, they did say. Pete says, that's not fair, what am I going to do? Well, you spend all day in the gaming floor like normal, Pete. But yeah, no late night, because it's not fair for us to ask the staff to stay until 1 o'clock on a Friday and do Friday Night Magic. And also I'm too tight to pay him for that long. And we need to be able to lock up safely, etc. So only for 1 week. I'll give Reese a £5. I think it'll take more than a £5 to make him stay all night. And equally, Reese doesn't have a key, so he won't be able to lock up, so he can't do it. You had a game with Reese, didn't you, on Friday? Friday Night Magic, Pete. Was that right?
Yeah, how did that go?
How did you get on? Did you win? Can you win? I don't know.
Yeah, you can win. Yeah. I don't think Reese let him win.
Well, that's nice, isn't it? But then, you shouldn't let people win, should you? But was he not learning? Don't know.
I don't know. Was he teaching you the game?
I'm
not sure. Hi, Moxie. How you doing?
We're just saying that when no stream next week, shop's open and everything like normal. Just none of us pointlessly rambling on.
Yeah,
Got annihilated, but I did kill Mister. Is that you?
Yeah. I don't
kill
know.
You?
I can't remember.
You mean you've forgotten already?
Oh, yeah, no, yes.
Yes, no, yes,
yes.
no. You Vicar of Dibley.
He did.
Oh, he's just trying to deny it now, Pete. He's just trying to deny it.
No, I've slept since then. I've forgotten.
Don't know what you're talking about. I didn't lose dramatically. No, it wasn't me.
It's when they all gang up on me all the time.
Is it?
Yeah.
Poor you.
Yeah.
Do they think you're a threat?
Yeah, it's because I'm too good, obviously.
Yeah. I thought so. But Pete said it was fun, so that is the main point.
Yep.
Having fun, that is all that matters. I never win games. I mean, I don't play Magic or anything like that, but I never win games.
You win all the time. Cobra Paw, Taco Cat.
Okay, I win those games. Those games against you because you have no hand-eye coordination or reflexes. I can't win against Little Miss. But yeah, I can win. I can win the children's games against you. Yes. I meant like thinky games, logical games. So when I play, I don't play games like you lot play. But when I play games with my two mates, when we used to be able to, we'd play things like Monopoly and Cluedo, and they would take it extremely seriously, especially Cluedo, and they'd remember what everyone like you're supposed to. They play it like you're supposed to. Remember what everyone has said and know really what cards you've got and everything without you having to say it because they've got their strategy in place. And I'm just poddling around all the rooms, going like, oh, "You got a dagger?" Probably got the dagger in my own hand and I hadn't noticed. Apart from that time that I let them organise the game and sort the cards out and put them in the thing in the middle, and they did it wrong, and there was 2 weapons in one room and no person. That didn't really work. They didn't do it wrong on purpose, obviously, but yeah, we were like, something's not right here, because we've been playing for a while and nobody can find out who it is.
That just sounds mental.
Yeah, well, we didn't do it on purpose, did we? It's just they mixed the cards up by mistake and put 2 in. Because they're silly sausages. They probably got distracted on their phones or something. So what are you doing then?
Right, well, we've just done a bit of orange on it, and now I'm going to move on to doing a little bit of purple.
So is this your limited palette?
It is.
Would you like to explain that to us?
So this is the miniature that I'm going to paint for the limited palette challenge as part of the RCL. And what this is, or what that means, is that you can use just 3 colours and black and white. So 3 main colours. So in this case, or for this month, it is brown, orange and purple. So that's why we're using such a limited range of colours on this lady. So we undercoated her with a kind of light browny colour that I'd mixed out of the orange and the brown last week. And then we mixed up our own wash and put that over the top. And now I've just gone over with a mix of like this kind of terracotta colour that I mixed out with the purple and the orange to doing some highlights on the front area. And now I'm going to use neat twilight purple on all this like fungus area at the back, and then I've done a canopy bit, and we're also going to put some on these sections on there to add a little bit of difference into it. Tony has just seen the paint left-handed option. Yeah. As we were getting ready for the stream, Mrs. MLG said, "Oh, can you think of anything else that we should maybe have as a button, because like all of these, look at the suggested ones are a bit poop."
Not a bit poop. They're just like, it's fun to have more suggestions, isn't it?
No, I mean like a lot of them are geared towards computer games, like drop my weapon and stuff.
Oh,
like
you
that.
mean the standard ones that Twitch suggests for you?
Yeah.
So it says like, oh, you could have this one, and they're all Oh, Wicked D has redeemed paint left-handed, my darling.
Awesome. Thanks, Wicked D.
Hi, Poggers. Yes, you've just joined us as Wicked D's redeemed paint left-handed. Mr. Can't paint left-handed. It's expensive for a reason, Pete. So here we go. It's 2015. You've got to do it for at least a minute, and you've also got to hydrate at the same time.
Oh, well, that's okay, because I can paint... what?
It's going well.
No, it's okay. It's okay. So I can paint left-handed and...
It looks so weird watching you paint left-handed. It's like even more like bull in a china shop than normal.
Where's the new Pete Says Hydrate thing come from? I thought it was like a little waterfall.
Oh, it's been like that for at least a week.
Is it?
You'll have to paint in the middle so that Wicked D can see what you're doing. Hope you weren't doing anything too detailed. No, just these fancy bits around the side, I think. Is that right? Fancy bits around the side?
Yeah. Yeah, just all these tiny little bits of mushroom stuff.
Sorry. Poggers is melting. It's 27 degrees. I don't know what it is here. Shall we have a look?
Yeah.
It's actually a lot cooler than it was. Have a look. Drum roll, please. Oh, it's 25.5. 25.5. A lot cooler today. A lot cooler. Oh, Tony's found the new emotes that we had made by Katerina.
Awesome.
Pogs has turned into a puddle.
I felt like turning into a puddle earlier on today.
I told everybody you look like a drumstick.
It was red hot in the shop. This is so hot.
I didn't put a picture on there. I thought that'd be mean.
Yeah.
You've got to paint in the middle. Like
Oh,
double whammy of not knowing what you're doing. Got to paint in the middle and left-handed. You can do it.
Maybe we should put an option on that's like 100,000, paint entire mini left hand.
That might take a few hours at this rate.
Yeah.
It's cooler on the hydration floor at MLG. What was it? We opened all the windows. All the windows and all the doors have been open at the shop. It's a nice draft through. Tony says, it's a comfortable 22 degrees here. Well, don't forget we sit in an orangery, so we're just in a glass box. And I've had we have like slidey doors, and I've had all of the slidey doors open. It's been a lot cooler today anyway than it has been at the weekend. That was just silly. How's your left-handed going? You know you've been doing it now for 3 minutes.
Have I? What? And I've only done them few pieces.
Yeah.
I think we need to.
Well, you can carry on. That's fine.
It's too hard. That. Too hard.
When it's too hard, what do? Just give up. So, let's have a look at your left-handed skill then. How did you get on?
Oh, it's really patchy and horrible. Needs work.
Must do better.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I know what I need to do while you recover from your left-handed experience.
Mm-hmm.
I need to say thank you to Pete, don't I? For those of you who don't know, I have a little Ko-fi shop that you can buy me a coffee or Ko-fi, and you can buy miniature painted by me. It's just my little section of the internet that isn't the shop. It's just me. And I've been supported by other people, and I'm extremely grateful for that. People have purchased me a Ko-fi. It's very strange because I want to say coffee, but it's spelled Ko-fi. Moxie got me a Ko-fi, and Strange Boy and Tiff and Crazy Fish all brought me a Ko-fi. That's very, very, very kind. But I made my first sale. I think it was yesterday, and Pete purchased one of my painted miniatures. So thank you very much to everybody that supported me, and to Pete that has actually brought one of the minis, because I didn't think I'd sell any, because I never think of self-worth, do I? So I wanted to say thank you very much. It's greatly appreciated. Whoop, whoop. Back to you now. Now I've waffled.
It's alright. You can waffle all you like, my darling. I'm just painting purple blobs.
August has won something through I assume Ko-fi, since that's what we were talking about from somebody else's. Cool.
Awesome.
Tony needs to nip out for a few Yes, yes, yes. Do the family things, Tony. Thanks for popping by. Hope to see you back in a minute.
See you soon. Pete says
You needed another
I
pig.
needed another pig.
Are you still making your diorama, Pete? I didn't really understand the diorama, if I'm honest. I didn't understand what the tiles were for or anything. But that's just me. I understood it was like supposed to be like a butcher's thing, but I didn't understand why you were using tiles. Like real tiles.
Wanted it to look authentic.
That wasn't a criticism, I just was unaware.
Yeah.
How is it painting with your right hand now?
Oh, it's awesome. Awesome compared to trying to paint left-handed.
Has it given you added confidence that your right hand is amazing and you should believe in yourself more?
No.
Pete says, yes, it's looking good. I used them because I can clean them and use them for a bathroom diorama next. Oh, fair enough. Multi-purpose tiles.
Yeah.
I see you've cleaned your tile today that you're using to put your paint on.
I have. I thought it might make it slightly easier, seeing as this mini was brown, and the large amount of brown paint and greys and what have you that I've been using recently, that it might make this mini easier to see if I cleaned the palette up, you see. So before we started, I gave it a good scrub. It's quite hard, this. Yeah.
What?
All these tiny little areas on this thing, they've all got like little... They're all individual little sections. And I know that I could probably just blather it all over and wash it and dry brush it. That's kind of defeating the object, isn't it?
Yeah, and you'd have to mix a wash out of the 3 colours that you're allowed to use. I've only got my quarterly RCL things left. I've done all the monthly ones. So I'm currently painting the Halloween tree from Reaper Miniatures for my large group. I like the Halloween tree. I think it's a very cool sculpt. But I equally don't like the Halloween tree because I keep dropping it and it keeps falling apart, which isn't its fault. But I'm getting very grumpy with it. I also found it difficult to glue it together. It's a metal miniature and 3 of the branches come requiring assembly and I found them very hard to assemble. Made a little TikTok of how I assembled them in the end. But yes, grumpy from the start.
Which is not great when you've been looking forward to painting.
No, but I am quite grumpy anyway, so it's not like it's a new state of mind.
You're not grumpy, you're positive.
You know everyone can hear us, right? And those lies.
You mean lies, you're an optimist.
Well, shall we ask, who in chat thinks that I am an optimist and am a positive person?
Me.
Shall we put it this way? When we were playing Pathfinder, I play a paladin called Greg, modelled after Greg Davies, and I did... What did I do? Saved something, won something, did something, killed something. with a power of positivity, and the other party members laughed at the sheer thought of that being a skill I would possess. Wicked D says, optimist but sceptical. Pete says, I'm having issues with the super glue at the minute. I'm hoping it's just because of the temperature.
Alright. Don't know, I think... I can't remember if super glue goes off better in warm or cold temperatures.
I don't know.
Don't know. Can't advise you on that one, Pete.
I know it sticks your skin together because
Yeah.
that's what it's designed for.
I've never had a circumstance where super glue wouldn't go off.
So Poggers has crawled into their freezer and is now watching the stream from there because that makes life easier. Pete says it stayed runny and hasn't stuck my figures together. You probably put too much on. Technically, with super glue, you're supposed to put a bit on each contact point, wait for it to go tacky, and then put the contacts together.
Is that right?
I said technically. I know most people don't, but that's what you're supposed to do. I'm painting pumpkins, and I'm also very, very excited because hopefully tomorrow we get our Halloween stock, and I'm very excited. And I've got to add Bad Squiddo, and I have been informed by my lovely husband. Oh, Poggers says hatch you. I've been informed that I have to finish Bad Squiddo. There's a slipper in the hat box.
I don't think that'll fit on my head.
No, I think that must be Little Missus. That I have to finish Bad Squiddo before I'm allowed to do the Halloween stuff. As soon as I won't be here, we'll see how that goes.
Well, you know, seeing as the Halloween stuff's getting delivered to the shop.
Yeah, but you're gonna bring it home. You're gonna bring it
You want
home.
me to break up whatever I'm doing?
Oh no, you can bring it home at night time. I don't expect you to come home from the shop just to bring it me. But I mean, you could if you wanted to, and then I could go all excited. Yes, I think Poggers says slipper hat. I think Little Miss has just chucked her slipper in the box. I definitely don't think it would fit on his head because it looks like this. Ooh, fluffy slipper, a fluffy slipper on your head. I love the way he pays so much attention to his surroundings. I didn't even notice that I was waving slippers near his face. Yeah. So, exciting stuff have you got to tell us then? Green Stuff World's here.
Yeah, Green Stuff World's
Took
here.
4 months through customs and I'm very grumpy. But it's finally here!
Finally, we've got some new products that have been, some of which have been added to the website and some of which will be done tomorrow. We've done some new paint racks, some nice little crystal base embellishments. What else have we got? Some new brass etched icons and things. There's a totally new rolling pin, the Atlantis rolling pin. What else? Oh, loads of stuff. There's a new matte max varnish. Some like really hardcore varnish.
Hardcore varnish.
Yeah, I don't know how else to describe it. For when you really need to get a matte finish on your minis, you can use Max Matte. And then we've had healthy restocks of liquid frost and chrome paint and all sorts of other cool stuff. Oh, we've got the new, that's one thing that's going to get added tomorrow, the new interference metal colours. They look pretty cool.
What are they interfering with?
The I don't know really. the colour palette. I think they're supposed to be like some kind of contrasting metallic colours, I believe. I can't remember what it said on the back of the box, but something about making it look polychromatic or something like that. So they look pretty cool, and we know that they've had a whole load of new releases since we placed that order. So at some point over the next week, we'll be placing another order. But we wanted to make sure that we got what we'd paid for already before.
Yeah, we really like Green Stuff World. We think it's awesome, but getting it here is an absolute nightmare. Crafty says, "Ooh, new left-handed reward. Have you been abused?" Yes, we have. Yes, Wicked D used it, and yes, he can't paint left-handed. But you know, hey ho. Pete says, got some grave toppers. They are quite large. They're supposed to be for the graveyard pillars. So, you know, either side of a graveyard gate, they go on the top of there. They don't go on top of a grave. I mean, do what you want with them, obviously. But yeah, that's what they're supposed to be for. The graveyard set, the like stone pillars that hold the railings, etc. That they go on there. Which ones did you get? By the way, just being nosy now. So, you got like the fluffy ears in both screens. That's cool.
Because I was leaning over.
Yes, because you're leaning over. Makes you look like you got white hair on that screen, rather than no hair. 77327731. Oh, that's helpful. Thanks, Pete. Which ones are those, my darling?
Drum
roll, please.
Gargoyles and skulls, I think.
So braziers.
Oh, braziers.
Braziers and gargoyles. Are you all right with the gargoyles? But then you could use them for anything, though, couldn't you? The gargoyles. In fact, braziers you could use them in a dungeon or on the outside of a haunted house or anything. And I assume, Pete, I'm sure you will correct me if I am wrong. It's known to be wrong quite often. That you would got the unboxed ones. So the new unboxed ones that I put on, which are slightly cheaper, obviously, because they're not in a blister pack. Yeah, that's the plan when I saw them at £1. Yes, £1, everybody. What can you buy for £1?
Yeah, which makes them £1.49 cheaper than buying them in a blister.
Yeah, but there's more in the blister. That's why I made it £1.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, they're cool. They're cool. Oh, there's a new Warhammer Age of Sigmar bargain in the bargain basement area as well. Yeah, Radukar the Beast.
Ah, yes.
Yes, he's in there at bargain price. Bargain.
Damaged box.
Yes, in the bargain bin. Yeah, the box is damaged. The miniature's fine, but the box has got a damage in it. So when you rip it open, it doesn't really matter, does it? Yes, like you said, new Atlantis rolling pin from Green Stuff World, and then the Bad Squiddo minis that I've been putting on, which is taking me forever because I'm slow. I am. I get distracted. Ooh, look, a butterfly. And let's make a TikTok out of it. That's what happened today. You could say Radukar was cursed, Crafty says. So, Metal Filters Inference Paint Set 6 colours are new. Oh, the image on the front of the box is pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah,
I'm going to show you that because I like that. Whether you want to see it or not, it's coming up now. I like this. This is cool.
Yeah, they're the ones.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Crafty says he was from the Cursed City box, wasn't he?
Yeah, but that particular figure is like a evolution of him.
Yes, but your joke worked though, Crafty. Your joke worked. And it made him laugh. That was as much laughter as he does. That little that means he's very, very happy. these paints. Oh, there's lots of words I don't understand. Designed to augment and metallicize colours beneath a translucent coat, Greenstuff World Inference metal filters create a whole new dimension of metallic colour combinations by building up layers above any flat base layer. It's preferable to apply over dark colours to appreciate their effect better, which goes for most of the Greenstuff World technical paints. Though over black you'll only see the tone of the metal filter. Over other dark colours you can create many combinations. We encourage you to experiment as the possibilities with these are endless. So in this box you get a blue, purple, turquoise, green, gold and red. So they sound pretty cool then, don't they?
Yeah.
The Spanish are better at English than we are. Everybody's better at English than I am crafting. I have many skills. Reading aloud is not one of them.
Great.
I said I have many skills. You can take your ears off now if you want, my darling, unless you're having fun.
Oh, they're alright for a minute.
We need to find you some new stuff.
That involves going places.
Well, that's true, yes. I don't go places. Even though today I did have to go into town with you.
Yeah.
Because the phone shop's silly. I went into town with you and noticed that our town has completely changed and we have about 7 new shops that I didn't even know existed, which is really cool for the town. New little small businesses popping up,
Yeah.
which is good. And the lollipop lady today at school, because I walk on the school run. Yes, Pete, new shops, that's right. You're in town every day, you should know. The lollipop lady at school, as I was crossing the road, said to me how she hadn't been in town for ages, because of all these things obviously, hadn't been in town for ages and she'd only just seen our new shop and it was huge and fantastic. And I shouted back, thank you! You only see Mighty Lancer games. Well, I don't actually know what the new shops were. What were they, Sweetie Pie? Can you remember any of them? There's a new coffee shop, isn't there?
A new coffee shop opening at the bottom of the street. There's like a smoothie bar or something that's going to open at the edge of a car park. There's what else?
There was a few. Oh, there's a chart surveyors. Surveyors?
Yeah.
We've got a craft shop, haven't we? Wicked D in the Daisy's crafts still open for like sewing things? Or is there a new one? Are you trying to tell me there's a new one? Where's the new one? I mean, I was only in the car. I only walked to the one shop I needed to do. Where Woolly Teapot is there? Oh, right, cool. I'll have to have a look. I don't think we came down that road. We didn't come down Woolly Teapot Road, did we?
No.
We didn't come down that road. That's why I've not seen. What else was there? There was loads. I'm sure there was. Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I think the fishing bait shop's gone.
Fishing bait.
Yeah, it's the shop that it's in is like on the corner, and it's been all sorts of stuff over the past couple of years. Nothing ever seems to last very long in there. Near the accountants.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So Wicked D, is it like sewing and things like that then, and crocheting stuff? Is that what it is? Have you been in? Tony's back. Look who's back.
Yeah.
Tony's back. Yes, Pete. Miss a lot. When we drove past, because I literally haven't been in town for about a year, and if we've been in town, it's been at night to go to the shop to pick some up when everything's shut. But I don't like leaving the house. I leave it all up to you, don't I, sweetie?
Yep. Shopping.
Oh, Wickedy hasn't had a chance to go in yet. Opened this weekend. Fabric and haberdashery. Oh, that'd be cool. Does that mean that Daisy's is shutting then? Because do we really need boys, Yorkshire trading, daisies, and another one.
And there's the Dini fabrics up there.
Oh, and Deanies, yeah. I mean, that's a lot of fabric shops for one tiny town, isn't it? I suppose it depends on their price point. Really. This is very miniature painting orientated chat, isn't it?
Well, we definitely don't need any more game shops opening in town.
You don't need any more, sorry?
Game shops.
Oh no, because there's a huge, massive game shop right in the middle of town centre. Who's getting some new Halloween stuff? Halloween stuff. Completely unrelated to miniatures or gaming, it's just cool Halloween stuff.
Anybody would think that Mrs. MLG liked Halloween.
Yeah, I did have to make a deal with Mr. MLG that we don't have to put it on the shop floor all year round, obviously. It's on the website because we have a Halloween and Christmas section on the website already. But I don't really like Christmas, so there's not a lot in there. Poggers just drank gone off milk. Oh, that's not nice. Boy, nobody wants to drink gone off milk. Did it not smell funny when you put it near your face? Ew. Or have you not got a sense of smell like Mr. Ant? He's never had one. It's not a new thing. Pete says you should get Old Scoop Shop just for the Reaper stuff. I think Pete thinks we're made of money, you know.
Yeah.
Wicked D says, I just messed up my dry brushing. Forgot to wipe my brush on the kitchen roll. Or wipe it like super clean now and then just move that paint around real quick. Or wipe it off. Or wash it off with some water. Depends how long you've left it. All of those things. Do all of those things. If it makes you feel any better, I don't like my tree. I'm very grumpy with my tree. So let's make Mr. talk now.
No.
I'm gonna have a free hydrate, Pete. Free hydrate.
You're doing so good.
No, because I just waffle.
It's fine. You carry on
Just waffle,
waffling
don't
while
I?
I concentrate on painting purple blobs.
I just waffle, don't I, people of the chat room?
Fine.
Just waffle on.
It's absolutely fine. Not doing anything exciting over here apart from painting purple blobs on my mushroom cap.
I've got to try and think what large mini I could do. Might have to start a large mini tomorrow.
Yeah, you've got a
if I
box
can get this
full.
stupid tree finished. Can't focus on that. It's too. When you hold it flat like that, it likes it, but otherwise it's not happy. Hydrate. Tony says hydrate. I don't have a sticker for Tony. Quality waffle and quality painting. Oh, and I've got to hatch you, my darling.
Okay.
Let's find you a hat.
Oh, yeah. Super. Ah. Might have to get some more paint.
Posture check.
I think we need some more.
And Wicked D has redeemed paint left-handed for no less time than a minute. It's 2044. Are we all ready for? Why don't you do something else that's not purple blob?
You always say this when you think I'm doing something that's taking too long.
No, I just meant because you did left-handed with the other purple. I was just thinking.
Yeah, I know, but
else left-handed.
I've got purple mixed, haven't I? So this is what we're doing.
You just said you needed more paint, so I was.
No, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Pogger says 300 points should be the slipper hat. If I could make it fit on his head, then I would.
Just balance it on there.
Just balance it on. I could probably hang it off your ear. It's got like a elasticy bit.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, and there's two. I've just seen the other one. We could have one on each ear.
That's 500 points.
500 points for one on each ear. They might fall off into the paint. I'm going to add them.
Yeah.
I'm adding that.
Yeah.
Just as a one-off.
This is really hard.
What, painting left-handed?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I can't talk and paint left-handed as well.
Well, again, you can tell us how hard it is.
It's really, really hard. Oh, it's so, like, I find manual dexterity difficult at the best of times. This is ridiculous. Trying to control the paintbrush. Feels like I'm trying to paint with somebody else's hand. Oh, come on, hand. I think they should make it an RCL challenge.
What?
Painting left-handed, that you've got to like video yourself painting a mini with your offhand. I think that could be cool. Right. Where are we going?
Hydrate! Can't see what you're doing, my dad.
Sorry.
Are you still left-handed, Adin?
I was gonna still try and do it left-handed. Yeah. Is it like in The Princess Bride? I know something that you don't know. What's that? I'm not left-handed. Ah,
Neither am I.
yeah. There is also something that I know that you do not know. What's that? I'm not left-handed either.
Maybe.
Or something along those lines.
Maybe.
Your technique is excellent. Thank you. I've tried very hard to become so.
You alright?
Oh yeah.
Good. I'm glad.
It's a good film, isn't it?
I like it very much. I certainly do. I could watch it lots of times.
There we go. I'm going to have to switch back to being right-handed because that was hard.
2049, is that
Yeah, well,
is that a minute?
No, it was
More
like
than a minute?
5 minutes.
I don't think it's 5 minutes. I've also added a new word.
And what's that? Slippers on ears.
Yeah.
Just taking advantage of my...
Did you hydrate, Pete?
yeah, I did, yeah. I think I've done it twice, actually. Cause
Oh look, Pete's redeemed slipper earrings. This may not work at all. I'll just point that out. Pop! Are you gonna stop painting while I put these on?
yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to go that way around, won't I? Pull your ears up.
Tony says, Princess Bride, fabulous film. Second best cinematic sword fight. And what would you say was the first, Tony? Errol Flynn.
Maybe it's Indiana Jones where he's like, wah 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 wah, bang.
Yeah.
Is that a sword fight or is that just punch up? Didn't he have dysentery or something? It went very well, was it?
Yeah.
When they were filming.
Raiders of the Lost Ark, I think, isn't it?
Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. Seen that? If anybody tunes in now, you're just sat here with two slippers on your ears.
I know, it's a good job I don't mind being degraded in public, isn't it?
Well, you married me.
Yeah. So this morning I was a Colombian drug lord, and now
You might have to explain that.
I'm sitting here with a child's slippers hanging from my ears.
But it's your child. It could be worse.
Yeah. So this morning, one of the lads that works for us at the shop, who you may have seen commenting in chat previously, the Weekend Geek, told me, as he saw me approaching the shop this morning, that he thought I looked like some kind of Colombian drug lord in my outfit that I was wearing today. I had some linen, lightly coloured trousers on and a blue checked shirt, and I was wearing my...
The blue checked shirt you've got on now?
Yeah, this one. And I was wearing my sun hat because it was very sunny. And he said that as I was sauntering down the road, it looked like I should have been in some kind of movie orchestrating massive drug deals.
I thought you looked like the man from Del Monte, and that you were going to say yes all day. Pogger says, Pablo?
Yeah.
Tony says, it's all about footwork and proper styles and attack moves. The choreography, yeah, I knew that word. The choreography is phenomenal I can't say that word, for both films. Words in there that I know what they mean. The man from Del Monte says, buy Warhammer! Maybe we should write that on you. Yes, you're a plastic dealer, Pete says. Dealing in plastic crack, that's what you're dealing.
Yeah, that's right.
Buy my plastic crack. We'll give you this one. We'll give you this one, small child, on our painting taster sessions.
Yeah.
This Space Marine you can paint for free, and you keep coming back.
Yeah.
No. It's fun painting.
That's how they suck you in.
I said, didn't I, we're going to have to get Pikachu back to the shop again. Meet and greet with Pikachu over the summer holidays.
Yeah.
It's always fun when Pikachu gets attacked by a black fly in the height of summer. You must like these slippers because they do really suit you.
Do they?
Yeah. My order was 10 grams short. Our Green Stuff World order once got stopped in customs because they thought that the snow was something else. Like big pots of snow flock. I wonder if they tasted it.
Yeah.
That'd be gross, wouldn't it? This says it's snow flock Sarge. No, it can't be. Look, it's with all those other basing things. They're just trying to trick us. Taste it.
Yeah, rub some of that on your gums.
Yeah. The special sugar. The no snow, Robert says. Oh dear.
I like it. No snow. What's that noise?
Wiki D says, have you ever watched Border Force? They were probably testing it in those little plastic kit thingies. Now, I haven't ever watched Border Force, but I can imagine that Border Force would be a show about borders and people trying to smuggle stuff. They get quite clever with smuggling stuff, though, don't they? I don't think they'd just put it in a pot marked snow and hope to get away with it. They're a bit more clever than that, aren't they?
That might be like a good route.
Like a double bluff.
Yeah.
Anyway, it is just snow.
I saw, I don't think it was Border Force, but a similar kind of program where in the States they were talking about different ways that people had tried to smuggle drugs into the country, and they'd like hidden them inside toy cars and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, Pogger says some of the stuff they do is quite impressive. Wiki D says Australian Border Force is enough to frighten you off going on holiday. Well, just don't like going on holiday, so. And Pete says he can't hear you. That's because I turned him down, Pete.
Nobody wants to hear me.
It's because I turned him down. He's back now, look.
I'm back from outer space. Oh, just painting this purple on this thing's taking forever. We've only got 4 minutes left. We've only got 4 minutes.
Bobber says, with Australian border force, if the border force don't stop you, the wildlife will. It's just, this isn't it what people say, Australia is just a place where everything tries to kill you.
Yeah.
I've never been.
Can I take the earrings off now?
Yeah. Yeah, of course you can. You'll have to remind me to take the button off for the next stream.
Mm-hmm. Or make it more expensive.
Well, no, because I'm going to put her slippers away, so it'll be in the box.
Okay, fair enough. Awesome. So, what are you going to paint tomorrow night, my darling?
I don't know. A large miniature, but I don't know what. What should I paint tomorrow, everybody? What Reaper large miniature should I paint? I mean, you could suggest I might ignore it, but you might come up with something really cool. Depends if I've got it or not. What are you painting?
Tomorrow, I'm going to paint. I'm going to paint Bonk, the bugbear.
Oh, the other one. Who are you doing that with? It's in Discord. You've done a really cool painting job on it.
No.
No, you can do a really cool painting job too. I'm just saying, it's cool. The miniature itself seems to have lots of character.
Mm.
So,
yeah. So I'm gonna paint him, and also I might even splash a little bit of paint on Lurian the Ghost, which is one of my favourite Reaper figures.
Is that for your RCL as well? Is that your
I'm
undead?
going to have her as my undead, yeah.
Pete says that I should paint a zombie shark. Now, there's two problems with that, Pete. A, it's not a large miniature, and B, we haven't got any. And I know I've told you that before. I want to paint another one for you. I want to try something out on it, but we don't have any.
Oh, sorry. So yeah, I'm going to paint Bonk, and I'm going to paint Lurian, and they're going to be my duo and undead miniature for the RCL this month. And I'm probably not going to do a great deal else for the RCL this month because it's nearly the end of the month, and I've got loads of other stuff to get done. So I've got a huge heap of terrain here on the table next to me, which I need to get finished. Really, we've had a couple of display cabinets delivered today. I need to get those put up so we can display our minis in our workstation area, which I've been waiting for how long have they taken to come? About a month. I think they've been chopping the trees down to make the frame or something. To wait forever for those. So looking forward to them, getting those put up and some of our figures displayed. Reclaiming a bit of my storage space, my drawers and what have you, because currently it's full of minis that are going to go in the cabinet. Oh, shall I tell everybody about the new range?
I told them about that squidder.
I know. I'll tell them about Bushido.
Is it here?
Not yet.
Oh, you have to hydrate first.
But it's coming.
Hydrate first, Pete says.
Okay, cool. Hydrate. There we go. So, as you may know, I have been playing a couple of games of Bushido. And I think I've only played 2 games, but I'm really enjoying it. And the miniatures, the official miniatures for the game, are absolutely awesome. Now, when I enjoy a game a lot like this, it really makes me want to stock it in the shop. So this all started off a couple of the boys wanting to have a go, at this game, so we've had a go. We really think it's tip-top, shall we say. It's a lot of fun to play, and the miniatures are amazing. So we're going to stock the entire range. I've placed an order for it last week, and we're hoping that it should be here, later in the week. It's a really, really good skirmish game. You don't need loads of minis for it, like half a dozen figures aside or so, depending on what faction you go for. There's loads of fantastic minis available for the game. And from human samurai to like the goblins that I was painting last week, or like ogres, or there's a shark man hybrid thing I've seen earlier on, and all sorts of, there's dragons, loads of funky stuff. It's all based on Japanese mythology and fantasy, like sort of Japanese oriental setting, shall we say, rather than just Japanese. It's definitely an oriental setting thing. So there's like fox people and all sorts of different animals and humans of varying types. It's just a really good game mechanic. Oh, hat me!
Are you picking your own hat?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, he's picking his own hat.
We'll go
Must
for,
like your poggers, you see. Oh, witch's hat.
We'll go for this one.
I've got a question.
I'm not liking that purple under there.
I've got a question.
Yes, my darling.
So we've got new Bad Squiddo. We've got new Bushido coming.
Yeah.
Where are you going to put it?
So we've made a space for the Bad Squiddo figures
We've got action.
already. So Warlord Games have decided, for whatever reason, that they're going to cut down the range that they sell to stores. So like ours. So that we won't be able to get any of their metal blistered figures in future. I'll tell you what I'm going to do with that. I'm going to cheat, I'm going to dry brush it. It's not cheating, is it?
It's not cheating.
It's just using a different technique.
It is. So you've moved along the Warlord Games blisters because they won't be restocked, and that's where you're going to put the Bad Squiddo. So where are you putting Bushido?
I haven't decided yet.
Thanks, Tony. We've
See you
run
later.
over again, haven't we? We're terrible. Thank
See you later,
for coming.
Tony.
We appreciate it. Yeah, so where are you putting?
I don't know yet. I haven't decided.
Oh.
One range at a time.
What's it like? What should it go near, really?
I think it probably wants to go near the Twisted and...
How's the Twisted doing?
Alright. Alright, they're really nice minis. And
They're all really nice minis.
and we should have some rule books to actually go with the game system.
What, the Twisted?
Yeah, soon. I spoke to our distributor for it the other day, and they've got stuff on its way from Australia, which is where the game was made. So hopefully we might actually have some rule books. Oh, we do need to. There's a one. We do need to get an order in to Spellcrow. We're missing some stuff from Spellcrow now.
Pete says, hang it from the ceilings. That has been suggested before, Pete. That certainly has been suggested before.
I think Little Miss suggested hanging some stuff from the ceiling the other day.
Was it Little Miss that also suggested providing Weekend Geek with platters and making him walk around with things attached to his shoulders?
I think that might have been...
Me.
No, I was going to say I wanted Eri.
Oh, was it?
I
Ah,
can't remember.
maybe. I'm sure that... sure Wicked D can tell us. That would make more sense if I thought... Oh, it was Wicked D. was Wicked D personally. I'll stop blaming the children. Yeah.
There we go. So there's a canopy thing. This isn't finished, but that's what it's getting for now. Canopy job. So before we finish for the evening, I'm just going to paint her eyes, and I'm going to do her eyes with, because I want them to really stand out. So I'm going to mix a tiny bit of white in with this orange and make a nice bright orange, hopefully. Tony says...
No, Tony's gone.
Not Tony.
Pete says, get rid of the Kings of War. Do you not like the Kings of War? Pete?
He's been scarred by his experience with the tree.
Oh, of course, of course. Wicked D says, yes, stop blaming the kids for ridiculously childish suggestions. And Poggers likes your... what is it? Hat? Cap?
Yeah, it's like a mushroom cap. Yeah. There we go. Right, so I'm going to go with this. Yeah, I sometimes think that they give you some insight into game store like ownership now. Sometimes I think, that Kings of War stuff it don't really like sell really well or whatever. And then I look to see what we need to reorder, and then realise that we've actually sold loads, and I think it's the boxes just don't. It's like they're all the same. There isn't enough variety in them to like spot when something's blatantly missing. The packaging's too similar across the range. Blobbed.
Where have you blobbed, sweetie pie?
Right on her face.
Yeah, no left-handedness for this. I can't get her in focus. She's like silly. It's because you need to tilt it, I think, and obviously you can't because you're painting its face.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's because I can't zoom in anymore. And your hat's blocking the light. Oh, nope, we can't see you at all now. Can't see you at all now. It's just a nice swingy camera. You have blobbed, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to sort that out.
So what is your plan with her then? What have you actually got left to do with it?
Loads actually. Loads. Need to sort out all sorts. In fact, I'm probably best off painting her tomorrow to get her finished, really, aren't I? Seeing as we're not going to be on next week, next Monday. So I'll carry on with her until...
Maybe you should just carry on tonight for a bit longer.
No, I want to go and sit down.
Well, we can't sit down until we put all the covers back on the sofa. It's like, you know when you strip the bed and then it's really late at night and you go and you realise you've not put the covers back on the bed sheets, and that's really annoying. Well, we stripped the sofa and washed all the covers and they're still not on. So before we sit down, we've got to remake the entire sofa. And our sofa is huge. We got it in a sale at a very good price because nobody else wanted it for very good reason. It's massive, it doesn't fit in the room, and it's white. We're idiots. So it's going to take a lot to get the covers back on. And hope that I haven't shrunk them in the wash. I am hoping to finish my tree tonight. Sit on the floor. Yes, I had a house. Insight into my life now. I had a house before I met that lovely man over there. because I've always been far too sensible for my age, and while everybody else was spending money on going out and getting drunk, I saved up for a deposit for a house. But I couldn't have furniture or anything like that, so I used to sit on the floor. Couldn't have the fridge on because couldn't afford to put anything in it or run the fridge, so I didn't bother with that. So I just used to sit on the floor in the dark. But when you're young, you don't really care, do you? I think if I sat on the floor now, Pete, I won't be able to get back up. Look like a baby giraffe.
Baby giraffe.
Yeah, all legs flailing around trying to get back up. Or a beached whale. I could go with beached whale, would that make more sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, we both washed our brush at the same time. Synchronised brush washing. So what you doing?
Oh, I was just gonna.
So you blobbed all over her face by accident with the lighter colour. So how are you fixing it? How do you fix eyes when you blob all over and maybe keep it in the middle of the camera?
Yeah. Okay. So I mixed a dark colour and then coloured back in around the outside of the eyes where I'd blobbed. And then you add a little bit of white and orange to that colour, which I'm now using to highlight up her face.
Well, you'll have to show us after, seeing as we can't see what you're doing.
Yeah. Sure will. And then.
Yes, it looks very good, doesn't it, Pete? Pete says you should see Tony's face. Can't see it yet. It's all done.
Awesome.
This is Tony's base that he has made for Pete's, what was it? Ghost Ark. And there are step-by-step instructions in our Discord of how to get this awesome effect. He's just got to do around the rim, he says, and then it's all done. He's added all these little skulls and all this stuff. So yeah, step-by-step instructions in the Discord, which is very kind of him. There's lots of helpful stuff in the Discord, to be fair.
You should check it out.
I think most people in chat are in the Discord already.
Okay, I should check it out.
You should check it out. This is very true. Yeah, don't forget, if you've got friends and stuff, let them know about us. You really need to take your hat off so that we can see. It's making it very dark, sweetie.
Okay.
Yeah, let them know about the Discord and how helpful it is, and the Twitch streams and everything like that. We do like to build up the community. If you know anybody you think would benefit from such things, probably says, go check it out after the stream. Yes, I have 2 screens, so that's how come I can cheat and go look now.
Possibly a little too bright.
How are you getting on, sweetie pie?
Alright. I've taken a little bit of bright orange and I'm just adding a little bit to those bits I did earlier on with the orange. But I don't know if it's too bright. Hopefully it'll dry a little bit darker than it currently looks.
Pete's got a Christmas tree in chat, absolutely no idea why. Halloween's first.
Everybody knows that.
Halloween's bestest.
So what seasonal thing did you pick?
I didn't. So one of the Reaper Challenge League categories is seasonal theme, where you pick a theme in this quarter, so July, August, September. I think there's daft things like National Ice Cream Day, and there's like Independence Day for America and stuff. It could be from anywhere in the world, any national day, and then you paint a miniature along that theme. And I always struggle with the heavy mod, the limited palette, and the theme. So I've been trying to think of a theme, seasonal theme for July, August, September. But I think there's National Horse Day. I think that's a thing in this quarter. So I didn't know if we had any knights or horses or anything that you needed painting. And there is National Lions Day. I didn't know if we needed a lion for Frostgrave or anything. There is National Left-Handed Day. That is correct, Pete, but I'm not sure how I'd make a miniature for that. I don't think that making Mr. Paint the miniature left-handed counts. It actually has to be a miniature along that theme.
You could find a miniature that was left-handed.
But how would you know?
Well, they'd be carrying their weapon in their left hand.
Is there a Reaper miniature that's left-handed that I've got in my box over there?
I'm pretty sure that if you type left-handed into the search function of our website or Reapers, that you might find something.
I will. I will, I did, and it said no. Oh, hang on a minute. If I spell it correctly, I'll try again. Yeah, okay. So, well, yeah, so there's a female Nagarendra.
Nagendra.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, she's in your cupboard.
She?
Yeah.
What, the metal one?
No, the plastic version of that figure.
Oh, I might paint her then. And that.
Yeah.
That. Okay, there's a few. Okay. Texas Ranger. I'm sure someone's got a Texas Ranger.
There's, I like Dorothy.
Yeah, but we don't need her for anything then,
No.
do we? You need a Snake Man, you said, for that game that you play.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fine. Thank you, sweetie pie.
Anyway.
Supposed to remember that then. That's cool. Deckard Night Veil. Bone Panda Death Priest.
You like him, do you?
Yeah, I'm dark, aren't I? I'm dark. I've got a dark soul. Okay, fine. Left-handed day it is then. Pogger says May 3rd is National Bubble Wrap Day. Crafty says that Dragonborn last quarter came with all different hands. It did. You are correct. You choose the ones to make him left-handed. Yeah. I painted that for that though. This times is the female Minotaur, if anybody wanted to know. I've got that to paint as well, I need to do that. Oh, correction, it's the 31st of January for National Bubble Wrap Day. Well, that's no good then. June the 7th is National Chippy Day. I think it just makes stuff up. It just, not you in chat, but like people in general. Let's just have a day. Can't we have like National Paintbrush Lickers Day? Or... Yeah, okay, I'll paint the snake. If I've got the snake, I'll paint the snake. What was the snake for? Is that for... It's not Bushido, is it?
Pathfinder.
Pathfinder. Oh no, is the left-handed snake going to attack me? Am I going to paint a snake to attack myself?
Yeah.
Awesome! What are those dangly bits you're painting there?
They're like viney tendrils that go up her thing. Up her body. So it's like clothing on the front, look like a...
Do you want to hold it up so that we can have a look at what you've actually done? She looks like a zombie.
She's a mushroom.
Oh, her eyes look like a zombie. It looks really cool. I like the purple and the yellow hair.
They look alright.
Yeah. What are you doing with her eyes? You're not just leaving them yellow, are you? Or does it like make it really shadowy when she's got the top
Yeah,
on?
oh yeah. Hang on. Let's put her suede on and then we'll see. There you go. Look. So you can't really tell.
I think you have to tip it backwards. There you go.
So she needs glowy eyes, doesn't she?
Yeah, I suppose so.
So yeah.
Cool. Where have you gone with her now? Let's find her again. There she is. Chair's a bit squeaky today.
Does it need tightening up?
Probably. If it falls apart and I fall on the floor, you'll have to film it. Wiki D says, that's awesome, definitely the glowy eyes. Everybody likes the glowy eyes. Pete says, great stuff. See? Everybody likes your painting. Looks cool. Are you happy with it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's going alright so far.
Good, good, good. You're happier than I am with this ridiculous tree.
I think so.
Right. Stupid tree. Pop that back in there. Pop that back in there. Ow. What other cool stuff you got to tell us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We haven't had our shipping notification from Reaper yet.
No. No. They put out an announcement, didn't they? Yeah. Saying that they're working on it for the UK and Europe. We're all like grouped into one lump. But don't forget, you know, as nice as possible, that we've still got normal orders to fulfill, etc. as well. Please be patient. That kind of announcement. No, I don't think so, Pete. That kind of announcement, yes. So, but like, you know, it must be a lot of work. I don't know how big the team is to get ours.
I don't think it's huge.
No.
Right. So I'm quite happy with that. I just need to decide what colour I'm going to paint her hair. What colour do you think we should paint her hair? Do you think just black is too boring?
You've got, what are your options? What are your paint colours?
Black, white, brown or orange.
And you can
Or,
mix
or purple.
and you can mix them, can't you?
Hmm.
What about orange? Because there's yellow and purple.
No, that's orange. It is orange. It just it looks really yellow on the light. But it's definitely.
Yeah, it looks yellow.
Okay. I think.
What about like a orangey browny colour? It looks nice black.
Yeah, I think we might go with black with a little bit of purple.
Why don't you do it black with a little bit of purple, and then she can look like me?
Okay. That's what we'll go for, my dear. That's what we'll go for. So, yeah, so we've added a new Monopoly game, Mega Monopoly today. I think that's pretty cool because we'd run out of normal Monopoly. Yep. Need to get some, but I don't think the distributors have got any. Need a few board games again, I think.
Yeah, well, it's summer, isn't it? The tourists and come to play some games.
Mm-hmm.
So Dark Souls and something else, you know.
Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was funny.
I don't think the chap could decide, so he bought them both.
Mhm. Yeah, it was funny. Dan was on his break, so Reese was serving everybody. And then when Dan came back down, he checked to see. It was like he checked to see what Reese was doing. It was a bit bizarre. And he says, "Oh, someone's got one of them. Someone's got one of them, and that, and blah 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 blah." And Reese went, "Yeah." And Dan went, "Wow, you've been like really busy. You've done more than I've done all day." And then he went, no, I don't mean it like that, lad. I don't mean it like that." I went, "Yeah, he has, yeah."
Thanks, Moxie. Oof. Stretched right onto my sunburn then.
Yes, Mr. MLG just looks like a drumstick sweet. It is left him alone for the most 20 minutes. And I'd said, don't get sunburnt. And I'd got him water and everything. Looked up, and he's bright red. You were doing the gardening, weren't you, sweetie?
Yeah.
It's not like he'd fallen asleep in the sun or anything like that. No, just gardening. But it does burn very easily. Pete says, I don't see them do much all day. You're upstairs, Pete. Can't pick on them too much. They're not here to defend themselves.
That wouldn't be fair.
Won't be fair.
Right.
Reet then.
Ah.
What did Madam say the other day? She was like, incorrect.
Int it.
Int it.
Mm.
In it. Did she say in it?
No, I said int it.
Int it.
Yeah, that's.
Oh.
And she also said something else, and I can't remember what the other one was, but it was another abbreviation that doesn't really exist, but that Yorkshire people say.
Oh, we must say it for her to
Yeah.
know.
There we go. Right. So. Actually, I think I need to do something with their skin.
And what are you going to do with her skin? Are you going to highlight her bottom?
Yeah, I think I need to highlight up her bottom.
I knew. See, I knew. I didn't even look up at the screen, and I just knew. Just knew what was going on in that little brain of yours. Must highlight up her bottom.
I'm gonna get some of that orange and some of that brown. I'm gonna make a nice. We're gonna make a nice highlight colour there, like that. What is it? Bob Ross. I've never actually watched anything Bob Ross, but didn't he talk about happy little accidents or something?
Don't know, never seen it. Or him, or the show, or however it is presented, I don't know.
I don't know, well, he's a
I know nothing.
He's a goner, now I understand, and there's some kind of charity foundation, but apparently you can watch a Bob Ross stream on Twitch.
I don't know, I just know that...
Oh yeah, Wicked Days.
That's right, happy little accidents. I just know that one of the RuPaul contestants dressed as
Oh, yeah.
with the squirrel afro. What was she called? I can't remember. That's gonna bug me now.
Wasn't one of the most popular ones, was it?
No, she was like eccentric, wasn't she? Yeah, I can't remember. It's not important. obviously. Yes, the joy of painting. Yes, I've heard of what it's called, but I've never seen. Apparently, hasn't he got like is it ASMR or whatever it's called, like a soothing voice or whatever? I don't know.
I don't know.
You don't mean Tracy Mann? No, I don't know who Tracy Mann is. Is that a joke that's gone over my head like normal? Thanks, Poggers. Yeah, we've gone over by like 32 minutes again. We're useless. We
See
do
you later.
appreciate you coming by. It's very nice to see you. Wicked's talking to herself. No, you were on about eccentric female artists. I don't think I had the name right though. I thought it might be Tracy Emmett actually. No, on RuPaul's Drag Race. One of them dressed as Bob Ross for the Snatch Game, but didn't want to wear an afro because they felt wrong, so wore a squirrel's the squirrels made an afro.
They're all
it was
really,
Unica.
yeah, they're all really
Unica.
bothered, aren't they, about seeing like
What
the,
were you gonna say?
because none of them want to offend anybody, so they're always looking for ways to circumvent things, aren't they?
It wasn't the UK one, Wicked D. It was the USA one. How are you getting on over there, darling?
Alright, just layering up some brown onto our Fungal Queen's skin.
Are you highlighting up the purpley dressed it at the back?
I was gonna, yeah.
I'm just gonna make like lighter purple. Was that your
That was my plan. That was my plan. Do you think she's got a belly button here? Do you think like mushroom people would have belly buttons?
It says hydrate. I don't think that mushroom people would have belly buttons because surely they'd be like a pore, like a spore or whatever they're called, floating through the air rather than born inside another mushroom person.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I've run out of water. I'm gonna have to go get some.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Thanks. Oh. With big piercings. Belly button piercings.
Oh, okay. Going all quiet on me again.
I know, I'm sorry. I was just concentrating, trying to decide where the best place to put the colour was and what to leave with the other colour on.
So once you've painted it then, what can you use it for?
Oh, know a adventuring party playing a Pathfinder game that might end up coming across some
You can't just throw everything at us. We're only
fungal monsters.
little level. So how do you kill a fungal queen then?
You have to whack her and chop her apart.
Oh, that sounds a bit mean. If you whack her and chop her apart though, does she not just like make new little fungal people all over the place?
Yeah, well,
You know, with like a dandelion.
I would have to have a look actually at what her stats are like in the Pathfinder rules. But if you use her as Zugtamoy, which is
yeah.
the demon lord of fungus,
Nice.
in Dungeons and Dragons, so there's an adventure path where you face the various demon lords, and Zugtamoy is one of those in 5th edition D&D, and she's really, really powerful.
Well, we're not playing that though, we're playing Pathfinder, so it won't be as powerful for our party, obvious.
Gotta line these things up for the future for you, ready for when you get to
that far.
for when you get to a suitable level.
We might have all been killed by then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember what we're doing at the minute. What level are our characters?
4.
Level 4. But in the real life world, we've got 2 adults and 2 children. And 2 sorceresses, 2 elf sorceresses.
Yeah.
1 elf rogue, is that right?
Yeah.
And me, who's an half-orc paladin and has extremely terrible dice rolls, like the world's worst dice rolls ever. And where are we currently? What are we doing currently?
Oh, you're in the citadel, aren't you? The abandoned, not totally abandoned citadel.
We're looking for a green scroll or something.
Yeah. You're looking for a Aslant artifact.
What's the likelihood of us finding that then?
Fair. You've got a good chance of finding what you need.
Well, we're currently just blindly blundering about.
Not really.
Yeah, we are. Oh, I wonder what this door does. Ah, trap.
No, Wicked's character is very good at finding traps. You've been banning bots, and I hadn't realised.
Oh, literally 10 seconds. I mean,
No.
Pete and Wicked D saw it before I did because I was painting. It's always the same. It's like, I don't understand what the point is. You don't, Pete. I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be famous. I want to just have the money of famous people without actually having the annoyance of fame. That's what I want. I want a massive house in the middle of nowhere with 25 dogs.
Okay.
And someone to pick up their poo. No, we're not. We're not, Pete. We're nowhere near famous. We appreciate you and Wicked D being here watching us. But I don't think we can really count that as being famous. And crafty. Moxie, of course. Yeah, we haven't even got a blue tick.
What do you get a blue tick for?
Like on Twitter and TikTok and things, when you're like, oh, I'm a real. We might have it on Twitter actually. I'm a real proper person. Give me a blue tick. Those people have those.
Verified that you are real. That's no good. Mixed my colours wrong there. Who's that? Yeah. I can't get my colour mix right.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to highlight her skin colour and I've just ended up making like a bit of a mess. I didn't want to have to put more dark brown in it, but I think I'm going to have to. What's that? You've blocked famous as a word in the chat. Came up in the thing. Mighty Lancer used ad blocked term famous. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, there's lots of words that are blocked in our chats. Lots of naughty words because we're family friendly.
I see. Let's try again. Someone sort her belly out. I've made it like a weird colour.
Oh, see, Wicked D is doing Mushroom Men. That's cool. I like the cap. I like the mushroom cap. I don't know if I did that one. Did I do that one? I can't remember. With the staff.
I think so.
I've done some of them. I want a stick of rock bringing back for me, says Pete. You want a lot of things. You're very demanding, aren't you, Pete? You wanted cake earlier. What did mums and grandmas say? I want, never gets. I don't know who you want a stick of rock bringing back from or where from. Did we say we were going somewhere?
Yeah.
For a rock? For a rock? We said we were on holiday.
No.
I don't think I sell rock.
I might have mentioned it when we were game.
Looks good that though. Wicked day looks good.
So, just going to try and do these bits. How's your tree coming on?
Oh, it's Wicked D says, why? We live in a seaside town that sells rock. It's not just a holiday thing for us. No one in Bridge does decent cake anymore. We're talking about rock, Pete. I used to work at John Bull Rock. I don't like rock. I like their fudge though. Their chocolate covered fudge. That used to disappear into my mouth. Oopsie, that's gone.
You used to eat the stock.
Yeah, the damaged stock. We were allowed to eat the damaged stock. Because you couldn't sell it. You know, when you accidentally slip the knife through all the top layer of fudge when you open the box. You know, that kind of thing.
Right. I understand. There's loads of places in town to get cake from, Pete. Thinking about it?
Go on then. Where? All of the cafes and what's it called? Sandwich shops.
Yeah.
All of those. Most of the pubs. What do you call a decent cake then, Pete? What is your if all of the cafes, and we have a lot who sell both handmade and purchased cake, all of the supermarkets, Milners which make birthday cakes for other people, and coupons, they make specialty birthday cakes, all of those, and all of the pubs and the deli, if none of those sell decent cake, what's a decent cake? Like Sarah Lee's?
I saw a thing on Facebook earlier on. The Tiffin ladies' new shop is called Tiffin and Tarts.
It is, and Al's done the sign.
Yeah.
I don't know where it is though. It's near thingy alarm systems back.
It's near the railway crossing near Higgs and Barker.
That's still a strange place to move then, isn't it? Because that's still not in town.
No.
Pete says, I don't know. It's hard to find one I like. I'm so picky. Well, yeah, if all of those places aren't going to provide you with a cake you like, then yeah, you've probably lost out, really. You're probably not going to get one. What kind of cake do you like? Your favourite cake? Cheesecake.
Chocolate cake.
Cheesecake.
Chocolate cake. With buttercream spoon.
Yeah, but that's a normal cake. Everywhere sells that. It must be like a really unusual cake for him not to be able to find one.
Come on.
What's the matter?
Can't get me paint right.
Sticky toffee cake with pink custard. Now there was never any mention of custard, was there? Eh? Sticky toffee puddings, just like Witherspoons. Just get yourself down to spoons.
Get to Farm Foods. Aunt Bessie's sticky toffee pudding, £1.
Yeah, but you know what I was going to say now? There's no way to cook it in the B&B.
No, can't help that.
No, they use treacle, not toffee. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I suppose treacle, yeah. Toffee.
Don't know, tastes alright to me.
I'm bringing it to MLG. Why? What are you bringing it to us for? We can't cook it for you. You know we're a shop, yeah?
Nobody's got food hygiene certification.
Yeah. I'm doing that nonsense. And also there's no cooker. And because, well, it's a shop. Yes, we do have a microwave for staff use only. Limitations on things, you know, as we're a shop, Pete.
Right. She's nearly there.
I would like a job for 10 minutes a week. Sorry, we're not hiring at the moment. You should have gone and stayed in a travel lodge or whatever it's called. They have like microwaves to warm up baby bottles and stuff, don't they? You need a better B&B. Nice B&B owner might have like lent you like the use of a microwave and a kettle.
Yeah.
It sound like a very strange B&B that you're staying in. Did they get the curb sorted outside?
Oh, what's that all about?
Let's go and move his car because the council wanted to do something with the curb. You're going to talk about minutes for a bit?
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll just
to change the subject slightly.
General thought, yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is mix up. Well, first of all, I'm going to use a bit of this purple, and I'm going to mix it with a little bit of black, and then I'm going to use that to highlight her hair slightly. And then I'm going to mix in a little bit of white to some purple, and we're going to use that to again highlight her hair, but also highlight all these other purple bits that are on her mushroomness.
Mushroomness, I like that.
So I'm just going to pick out a couple of bits of, couple of strands on the hair with this kind of dark purple.
Pete is painting sub-box tomorrow. What are you painting tomorrow from the sub-box? Got to start making the sub-boxes for this one.
Yep, and we'll get them started tomorrow. Can do it today, but I've given them some other jobs instead.
Oh, you're going to do the Fungal Queen? So you got your points for your grave digger guy from Reaper?
Awesome. I haven't submitted anything this month, I don't think.
Yeah, have you not got your points for your fishman?
Oh, probably.
You must have.
I forgot about that. Well, I didn't have to submit it, did I? Definitely did it.
Posture check? No, definitely did it on you. Undertaker.
Thanks, Moxie. Right, so that's how she's gonna be, and then we want that to that dark colour to extend through under here. So just going to use a bit of that just to darken this purple down inside here. Try not to get it all over my hands. I normally do quite well at not getting paint all over myself. Anybody know how long the nice weather's supposed to last this week? I need to get some spray undercoating done on some terrain. And I was going to do it over the weekend, but we got a bit distracted.
To the weekend, according to the weather.
Excellent. Maybe done on Wednesday.
So what other miniatures have you got to paint? Just like, random that you're thinking. Are you painting your Dominion box at any point?
Yeah, we'll get onto that eventually. What I'm going to do, this is a good time for this. So because of this, I really want this purpley bit around the bottom. I did it with like this browny coloured wash, and I'm not really satisfied with that. So now I've got this dark purple mixed up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mix a whole load of Larmian medium into it, and hopefully turn it into a nice wash.
I see.
Why don't you explain to us what Larmian medium is and what it does while you're doing it?
It's something I've never really used a great deal of before, but it's basically like a thinner. What you're rooting in there, Phil, my dear? A Grelin Earth. Should be some in there somewhere. Yeah.
Grelin Badland.
Yeah, that one's not the same. So it's like a medium, so it keeps the pigments in suspension, but thins the paint. So it's created this nice kind of like purpley coloured ink, which I'm now going to apply all over this bottom area here. That'll hopefully darken the recesses slightly. You don't think it's what, sir? Okay, try in the bottom cupboard behind the brass scorpion. In the box with the contrast paints. Mrs. MLG has got a point. I never put anything on.
And that's ridiculous now.
I'm a very untidy person.
Yup. It's very annoying.
It's because I've got a very disorganised brain.
What am I looking for?
A Grelin Earth.
It's in here.
Under that, on top of that, behind that. Ridiculousness.
Sorry.
Heap all your junk back up.
Yeah.
Chunter.
Right. There we go. So liberal application of our homemade wash all over that.
That's alright, Moxie. Moxie
Should-
says, sorry I haven't been chatting much. I've been listening in the background while trying to finish the Frost Giant. That mini looks fantastic, by the way.
Thank you
Just
very
having
much.
It's nice, Moxie. And we've gone over by like an hour.
Have
2
we?
hours. 7 million hours.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Um,
it's supposed to look like that.
What? No, it needs shaking or mixing. It's probably been sat in that cupboard for a month. At least.
So you've made your own washer?
So I've made my own wash. I'm going to apply it all over the top of the mushroom cap. And then we'll try and leave it to dry, I guess. And then I'll finish her off tomorrow with a few little highlights and stuff, but then she's about done. Had a little blob of dried paint stuck on it there. A bit of blue. Bright blue. Stuck on her.
Why?
I don't know where that had come from. There's a blob of orange on there.
What have you been doing to
I
it?
don't know. It's dried paint off the palette that I've managed to pick up with the brush, I think. Right, there we go. So that's that. That's that. Only 1 hour to go. What, until longest stream, Pete? Well, we're not going to get there, I'm afraid to say. Because I'm going to squidge some stuff onto her base while I'm waiting for that to dry. And then I think we're going to call it a night. So... Granite. So I'm going to use, Mrs. MLG is using some Agrellan Badlands, some crackle paint.
I'm not using the Grelin Badland.
Agrellan Earth. You're using Agrellan Earth, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah, the crackly one. That's what you wanted, wasn't it?
It doesn't say if it's crackly or not. How are you supposed to know?
Yeah, because you're just supposed to know.
Oh.
You're just supposed to know, Dan. So I'm going to use some Astro Granite because Zugtamoy, our lady here, lives in the Underdark. So I envisage that as being a cavern floor made out of natural stone. So I'm going to use Astro Granite to make a nice lumpy rock floor for her. In fact, I'm going to take her out with a painting handle to do this. Hold her by her head. Yeah, I wasn't allowed to finish and go and sit down, was I?
Oh, you're so funny.
Mrs. MLG wanted to finish her a tree.
Oh yeah, I saw you completely pack up and say goodbye to everybody. Oh, hang on a minute.
No, you said that you wanted to carry on, so that's what we did. Because you're most
What
important.
are you like?
You're most
Playing
important.
for everything. So what does that you've got there? What does that do?
So this just dries as lumpiness.
That just tries his lumpiness. That's right, Wicked D. I held him to his seat.
Yeah, this just dries as blob.
That's a nice description, isn't it?
Yeah,
Putting some blob on now.
it's just like a gritty base texture. It would be the same as some paint that had like fine sand mixed into it.
I've got more bad squidder bad tomorrow. They are cool, aren't they?
Definitely.
We've got the full range apart from the, what was it you said?
The Ghosts of Gaia, the sci-fi figures.
So slowly adding bad squiddo. It's taking me a while, but I'm slowly getting there. I've put on all the Soviets, and I'm on to the British. But there's all sorts of cool stuff after I've got the World War II stuff on. There's like a capybara and a
The wolves are really nice.
yeah, there's some wolves, ponies, Shetland ponies, there's some cats, there's some dogs, there's all sorts of stuff. All sorts of stuff.
I like the dogs and the cats. Like Scandinavian pack of cats. There we go. Just a nice blob of grey around the outside of her base. We'll probably have to do something else with it to paint it up. I'm not going to just leave it that colour. But
It's not like you've got a funny fish on your palette. The light and the brown are making like a
yeah. Yeah, like that's its
mouth, and then it's got that eye.
and this is its eye. Yeah.
Anyway,
That's really weird because it's actually brown and the colours are inverted. It's like a negative image the way it's appearing on the thing.
It's the light. So what were you gonna say?
So the grey I've just put on her base. Once that's dry tomorrow, we'll have to do a couple of bits with that to lighten it up and what have you, to make it not look silly. But yeah, I think
So,
she's
I've got a
looking all right.
I've got a question.
Yes, darling.
Why have you put grey on when you've got to use the 3 colours? Because that's not your 3 colours.
No, so this is literally just the basing material, isn't it? So I'm gonna be painting over the top of it.
And you just forgot.
No.
You just forgot.
Well, I'm allowed to use black and white, aren't I? So I'm gonna paint.
Right, hold her so we can see her, and I will try. No, I said so we can see her. Oh, I know you can. I know we can even get that base in if we really try. Way, there we go. Because it's all about that bits. You turning around so we can see her bot bot. And what's her hat look?
Still a bit to do, but
Oh, she's not dry yet.
she's getting there.
Mickey D says, she looks like someone I used to know. Well, I'm not quite sure if that would be a compliment or not. A half-naked fungal person.
And then her hat currently looks like that. So a nice deep, like purple on the thing. So this area here. This is what it's going to look like once it's dry, and then we're going to like highlight these little bits up just a touch there, and then the inside looks like that, and that's probably going to be about as much as that gets, seeing as that's going to be mostly in the shade. So that does look quite flat on the thing, but I can assure you there's like 3 different grades of purple in there. So yeah, quite happy with how she's coming along. We'll get her finished tomorrow. I think we're going to call it a night. Are you alright for calling it a night?
Yeah.
Super.
Super.
Yeah. So, thanks everybody for coming and listening to us ramble on as we normally do. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow evening for more ramble and painting for an hour, 7 till 8. Just before Goblin Squire, and then on Wednesday, 8 while 9, where we'll be doing some more. So I'm going to finish this lady tomorrow and then move on to Bonk. Bonk the Bugbear. And Mrs. MLG is going to
Do the snake.
do the snake. You need to pick a large model as well.
Yeah, but I couldn't think of large models, so...
Oh, well. So why don't we get... Oh, Asmo's here.
Whoop, whoop.
He's been hiding in the background. Hi,
I
Asmo.
couldn't think of a large model, so I'm going to paint a left-handed snake for left-handed seasonal theme day.
Okay.
Even though I don't like the snakes, so I'll do a lot of grumbling.
So tomorrow, are you going to have a look through your large models and see what the potentials are, and then put a poll up and
No,
let everybody pick?
I was going to paint a snake.
Okay.
It's alright, Asma, no worries. I mean, like, you know, we just waffle, don't we? We're
Mm.
we're
Just waffling
just
along.
waffle on.
So yeah, cool. Right, so we're gonna go and put our feet up for the evening, and we'll see you hopefully all tomorrow. Thanks everyone for coming. Thank you for all your kind words about the stream, and see you all later. Night, Ari.
See ya.
Bye everyone.
Thank you.